Sarah's like, of course.
Yes,
we all know. It's been long enough, 14 years of listening to I like anything with sparkle and shine. Okay, so this, by the way, is back at the lowest price we've ever offered on a Series 10 Apple Watch, which is super exciting. It also is the lowest price that we've offered, again, right now in this moment. It's a birthday surprise, 5 easy payments of $108 to $118. Let me share with you what the difference is, because what we're talking about is the Apple Watch. So you've got a couple choices to make. One of them is going to be the 42 millimeter or the 46 millimeter.
Right.
And then in that choice, you'll decide whether or not you want small, medium, or medium large. Is that how it splits?
It is in the sport band, and that's the one. That's that like classic silicone band. That's what we're calling our sport band. So yes, you would choose what size?
42 millimeters or 46. Yep.
You choose your bezel.
Yep.
And then you're going to choose your band size. We have the classic band, and if you go with this silicone band, you do need to include a small, medium, or medium large. Small is about a 5 to 7 inch, and then the medium large is anywhere from 6 to almost 8.5.
Okay, so walk us through colors here.
Yeah,
this is and it goes by bezel.
It does. So this is our rose gold.
Super pretty.
Sport band.
Yep.
This is our silver with the blue sport band. So when you get the silver, it comes with that blue. The rose gold comes with that rose gold band. Then this is brand new to the Series 10. This is the jet black polished aluminum. It's stunning. So again, it's going to be that black band, sport band. And then up in front, you have the choice of that sport loop band. There you don't have to make a choice in size. Okay. It's kind of the same thing. Here's your jet black with that sport loop. Really, really great. And I have a sport loop on that I can show you. That's the silver, and it comes with a cloud blue as that standard. Pretty. It is. And then your rose gold comes with a plum. And then in addition to that, in addition to bezel and size, face size, you're going to choose, we like to call this the accessory pack-up, which really is another 2 bands. So I get a total of 3 bands, is that right? Oh, for sure, yes. Total of 3 bands with this. And then here, what are these? Yeah, so in this extra kit, you're going to get a stand, and then you're going to put your charging cable that comes with it. So now you know exactly where to charge your band. So we love that. So you have your brown here. And it also comes with a silicone like camouflage band. So we love that. Up front, we have the purple and plum. So leather and silicone. Nice. Next to this, we have our capri color. Ooh, pretty. So it's that beautiful teal in both the leather and the silicone. Coming behind, we have the red. Again, red leather band is just stunning on all of these. And then your silicone, and then of course your classic black. So, you know, if you wanted the silver and go with the black, we give you that option when you have that. Perfection. So just to let you know, of all the combinations you could get, right, a 42 millimeter or 46 millimeter in the rose gold with the turquoise, if I wanted to do that, we have about a dozen of each choice. So please go to QVC.com and make your decision. And the step up from one to the next, right, the 42 millimeter or the 46 is just what you prefer in terms of face size. Oh, right. So that's all. And if you want it to be a little smaller or larger, I have an Apple Watch and mine is larger, PS. Right. And of course, these are going to still have that 30-day love it or return it policy. So let's back up, Sarah, and talk about Apple Watch. Yes. And this is our lowest price in the Series 10. What's the Series 10? Is the latest Apple Watch that was introduced. So this actually came out in September of 2024, and we've only had it here a couple of times. So I'm so excited that we get to share it with you now. The Apple 10 has completely been redesigned. Not only is it the thinnest Apple Watch that Apple has ever designed, it's also the largest display. So there is no bezel on the watch face itself. It is completely edge to edge. In addition to that, it's a faster processor. It's the S10 chip, so we love that. So really everything that you're doing, from staying connected to get your phone calls and your text, then to be able to use this maybe as an activity tracker. It's fantastic because, you know, if you're familiar with Apple, you're familiar with the rings. So you try to close your activity goals throughout the day. So we love that piece of it. But even more important, there's a whole health and wellness aspect to this, which is just amazing. You can take your ECG directly from your watch. This has fall detection inside. Wow. This has temperature controls inside. So again, I'll bring up the apps just to kind of show you, and I'll kind of scroll through. So, you know, starting with your activity right there at the top, your alarms, the App Store. You can listen to audiobooks, and when I say listen, this actually has speakers. So now you don't even need to have Bluetooth headphones on or earbuds. You can actually use the audio the
On the
speakers
watch
here
itself.
on the watch itself.
Okay, it really
Then
is George Jetson.
It really is. You have your calculators. You can actually use your Apple Watch for a camera remote. So again, as we're coming through this, everything is just enhanced. So maybe it started off with text, and that was great because it was a great way to stay connected. For me, I love wearing an Apple Watch because what it means is I'm kind of more present in the situation. I can actually put my phone down. Kids, and I'll
right.
say this, all my kids walk around with their phone all day long. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Like,
Yeah.
what are you waiting for? You wear an Apple Watch, you're gonna get the alert, you're gonna get the call. And I just feel like it's a great way to stay connected, but yet more
in the
present
moment.
in the
I agree
moment.
with you.
Yeah.
Because, leave the phone a couple rooms
Yes,
over.
it
Because
doesn't
what's the
matter.
distance that it can be?
30 feet,
30
it's with
feet.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So again, if your phone's downstairs and you're upstairs, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can answer your phone through your Apple Watch. You can answer text through your Apple Watch. Really, the only thing with this is that you have to have an iPhone for this.
Got it.
So that's it. So it's not going to work with your Android phones. It definitely needs that iPhone. But a lot of people will ask, like, when is it time to upgrade if I'm an Apple Watch user? Somewhere in like 6th generation and older. I would definitely consider start thinking about more of that Series 10 that we have right here, because it just gives you more experiences, more uses, more health and wellness, bigger memory, bigger processor, faster processor. It's just efficient. And this is that Sport Loop band.
That's nice.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about sizes, but I want to show you something else that you can do with this. But it does have, wear it upside down for TV. When you're wearing it
Sure.
the right way.
Yeah.
Now, Rachel, I'm going to kind of come behind you for a second. So when you start clicking through, you can actually do your double taps, and it kind of can get you through your alarms. If you have an alarm set, you can double tap it. You can use your double tap to take a photo. You can double tap through weather.
What are you double tapping?
See,
Okay.
so I
Yeah.
know I kind
Yeah.
of have to do it this way,
that's cool.
but it's just kind of scrolling.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? So
Yes.
then also just say I'm opening here. You can actually double tap through all your weather too. So imagine, like, if you get a
that's
text,
awesome.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
If you get a text, you can actually scroll through the fast replies and technically not even have to
interact
touch,
with- touch it. Touch the screen.
Touch the screen.
Okay.
You can actually double tap.
This is
Change-
way George Jetson. Back at the
I
lowest
know.
price we've ever offered an Apple Watch Series 10. We only have about a dozen of each of the combinations that you could possibly get.
Right.
What you choose immediately is 42 or 46. So that's just the face of this, and it's just a personal decision. I actually have the larger one personally,
too. Yeah.
42 or 46, and then you choose the small, medium, or the medium large, and you're going to get a band that it comes with, but then
Yes.
we give you 2 additional bands.
Exactly.
You're going to choose your color by the bezel. So here's your rose gold coming with the ivory. Here's your silver coming with the kind of navy. Here's your jet black coming with black. And these are all silicone bands.
Yep, that's our sport band.
And then down front, we have a jet black with these stretchy bands.
Sport Loop.
Sport loop, and then that's a dark
Yep.
navy. Here's the silver with like a light blue.
Yep.
Here's a rose gold with an eggplant, and then you choose which other
Yeah.
accessories you want to get.
Yeah.
All choices are getting limited. I think in the summertime people love this. Can I ask about water?
Yeah, water resistant as well. And this even has some scuba diving capabilities as well. You can even go deeper.
Okay, that's exactly what we want. E327207 is your item number. Okay, you can also add Allstate to this. Sarah Codlessy's going to stay around because we've got more Apple.
Of course.
So we have, welcome back in. We've got Allstate